Hello everyone and welcome back to Soap Insider 2.0. Today's video is going to be absolutely explosive. The producers over at EastEnders have completely lost their minds in the best way possible. And I have to be honest, I do not think I am going to be sleeping much this week. We have a brand new trailer to analyse, and the vibe, the background music, the sheer suspense, it is off the charts. The showrunners have officially announced a special week of episodes coming our way next month. And guys, this is not just your average week in Walford. This entire week of drama is going to take place over the course of just one single night. One fateful night that will change everything for the Albert Square community and completely destroy the lives of four of our most beloved families. The shockwaves that are about to hit the square are monumental. And today we are going to deeply decode every single frame of this new trailer and break.
I have thoroughly examined the press releases and the footage so we can dive into the best and most accurate fan theories. This is going to be a long, detailed deep dive because there is simply too much at stake and we cannot afford to miss a single clue. So, grab your snacks, get comfortable, and let's break down this massive trailer and the absolute chaos heading our way. First up, we have to talk about the catalyst for all of this, the event that kicks off this spectacular night of chaos, Vicki and Ross's wedding. As we approach the end of this month, the scenes are building up to Vicki and Ross preparing to tie the knot and start their new life together. But let us be real for a second. Soap history has taught us one very important lesson. An EastEnders wedding is never, ever straightforward. There is always a catch, a secret, or an uninvited guest. The preparations are in full swing, the outfits are sorted, but there is a massive, dark cloud hanging right over the altar. Vicki's secret affair with Zack. Do we really think a secret of that magnitude?
In the world of soap operas, secrets do not stay hidden. They detonate at the worst possible moment. Imagine the scene. It is the wedding day, all the guests are gathered, the tension in the room is palpable. And right as the vows are about to happen, the truth about Zack explodes. It would be a catastrophic fallout. Will this wedding actually be a success, or are things going to completely fall apart before they even say I do? It feels almost guaranteed that this relationship is going to shatter into a million pieces. But guys, the truly crazy part is that the actual special week begins directly after the dramatic fallout of this wedding. Following straight on from the wreckage of Vicki and Ross's big day, this June we are getting a week of episodes that will blow our minds. The most unique and exciting aspect of this special week is the timeline. Every single episode that week will take place across the course of one single evening. A few hours of real-time drama stretched across an entire week of television. The new trailer opens beautifully. It sets the scene with a host of characters just enjoying an evening in the Queen Vic.
Drinks are flowing, people are laughing. It looks like a standard Friday night. But then the music kicks in. And it is not just any song. It is David Bowie's absolute masterpiece, Changes. This musical choice is deliberate, guys. It is a massive, flashing neon sign to the audience that nothing in Walford will ever be the same again. As the clock ticks in the background, the world begins to turn upside down for four specific residents. This fateful trailer centres completely around Denise, Ian, Max and George. Let us go through each of these characters one by one and figure out exactly what kind of devastation is heading their way, because the new promotional pictures have given us so much to
Denise, Jack and Yanandi. Let's start with Denise. In the trailer and the newly released pictures, we see Denise standing alongside Yolandi and Jack. Denise Fox has always been the backbone of her family. She is a survivor, a fighter, and a woman who faces her problems head-on. But the storm that is coming for her now is not something you can just fight off with pure willpower. It has been officially confirmed that this Walford icon is going to receive a devastating blood cancer diagnosis.
Just saying that out loud is heartbreaking. Denise, who is usually the one taking care of everyone else, is about to face the most terrifying battle of her life. And she is going to get this news right in the middle of this high-stakes, dramatic week. The fact that Yolandi and Jack are pictured with her indicates that the family dynamics are going to be tested to their absolute limits. How is Jack going to react? We all know Jack has a tendency to spiral when he feels helpless. When he realises that his future with Denise is suddenly uncertain, will he be the rock she desperately needs, or will he crumble under the pressure? EastEnders always handles these sensitive medical storylines with incredible depth and respect, and I have no doubt that Diane Parrish is going to deliver an Emmy-worthy performance. We are going to need a lot of tissues for this one, guys. Tell me your thoughts below. Do you think Jack can handle this, or will the stress break them apart?
George, Nicola and evil Eddie. The ultimate betrayal. Moving on to our second major player, George. Georgie's storyline heading into this special week is heavily layered with suspense, manipulation and ultimate betrayal. His narrative completely revolves around his partner, Nicola. Up until now, Nicola has played the part of the supportive, loving partner perfectly, but she is currently harbouring a massive, unforgivable secret. As we have seen recently, Nicola has managed to convince George to do the unthinkable, to allow his evil, abusive father Eddie to live with them during his final dying days. For George, letting Eddie back into his life and his home is a monumental emotional trauma. He has suffered so much at the hands of that man, but he made the ultimate sacrifice because he trusted Nicola's judgment. But here is the sickening twist. George has absolutely no idea that Nicola's compassion is entirely fake. She is not doing this out of the goodness of her heart. She is doing this to secure a massive sum of money from Eddie once he passes away. Imagine the sheer devastation when George discovers this truth. In the span of one night, he will realise that the woman he loves manipulated his deepest traumas purely for financial greed. Money, deceit and family betrayal. It is a classic soap opera cocktail. When George finds out, the explosion is going to be legendary. I genuinely believe he might throw her out onto the square that very night.
Max, Cindy, Lauren and Oscar. The flash-forward mystery. Max looking intensely at the camera, flanked by Cindy, Lauren and Oscar. A quick, sharp transition to a glowing January 1st. Now, let's talk about the storyline that has the most dangerous and unpredictable energy. Max. To be completely honest, Max's involvement in this fateful night is what has me the most intrigued. The official pictures show Max alongside his girlfriend Cindy and his two children, Lauren and Oscar. Whenever Max is heavily involved in a storyline, you know toxic secrets and messy family history are about to bubble to the surface. But the biggest hook here is the connection to the future. Fans will remember the highly anticipated New Year's Day flash-forward episode we saw a while back. We have been desperately searching for clues about that flash-forward for months, and with January 1st rapidly approaching, all eyes are on Max.
The events of this June special week are going to directly tie into that New Year's Day predicament. Whatever happens on this one fateful night is going to set off a chain reaction leading straight to the new year. Is Max going to get caught up in something illegal? Is the fragile trust between him and Cindy going to finally shatter? And most importantly, how are Lauren and Oscar going to handle being dragged into their father's chaotic web yet again? The flash-forward mystery is driving the fandom crazy, and you better believe I will be analysing every single frame of Max's scenes for hidden clues.
Finally, we have the fourth and perhaps the most baffling storyline of the week, centring around Ian Beale. You cannot have an explosive week in Walford without Ian Beale somehow getting himself into massive trouble. But the twist that the trailer and the new press pictures have revealed is that Ian's story is going to heavily involve Chelsea. This has left the entire fandom scratching their heads, asking one question. How on earth did these two connect? Ian and Chelsea run in completely different circles. They are entirely unlinked characters. So where is the intersection? My working theory is that Ian, in classic Ian fashion, has gotten himself involved in a shady business deal or a property scam, and he has accidentally stepped on the toes of some dangerous people that Chelsea knows. Or maybe it's the other way around. Has Chelsea stumbled upon a dark secret of Ian's, something that could ruin him financially or personally, and she's now using it to blackmail him? What happens on this fateful night that forces these two completely different personalities to collide? Ian always panics when he is cornered, and Chelsea is sharp, ruthless, and will not let him off the hook easily. Watching them go toe-to-toe is going to be incredibly entertaining television. What is your theory? When you put all of these pieces together, it is mind-blowing. 4 distinct, devastating storylines all unravelling simultaneously while the rest of the square is just having a pint in the Vic. One long night, one primary location, and by the time the sun comes up, 4 families will be permanently destroyed. Now, I want to hear your voices in the comments. What is your biggest theory for this special week? How exactly does Zack's secret get exposed at the wedding? And what is the link between Ian and Chelsea? Drop your most logical and craziest theories down below, and I will shout out the best ones in my next upload. This special week is going to be a monumental piece of television history, and I am not going to miss a second of it. If you enjoyed this deep dive analysis, please hit that like button. It really helps out the channel CTR and pushes the video to more EastEnders fans. And if you are new to Soap Insider 2.0 and want to stay ahead of every single Walford spoiler, smash that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Stay safe, keep theorising, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.